I'm Adnan.
Suhail.
Dubabash, yeah.
I'm British.
I'm a male.
I'm a brother.
My nephew.
I'm a friend.
My son. Uncle.
I'm a student.
I'm a tall lad. I'm British Asian.
I'm Muslim.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim.
Identity basically means to me who I am. It could be my religion, my culture and my belief. It's about, as a person, what I'm like towards other people. It shows me this is what I am and what I do. It's not about the colour of my skin.
It's about how people see you, how people look at you, what they think you are.
It's about yourself, how to describe yourself.
And is it about playing mosque or something?
Identity. I wouldn't know. I know what it means, like identity, but I would not explain it.
A lot of people don't really know what identity means to them. I think they just think, yeah, I'm white, I'm black, I'm Asian. I think identity is very important in terms of relating to and working and engaging with different communities, and especially for people from different backgrounds and different cultures.
What this article is saying about Savilletown is it's a no-go area for white people.
White people do be there to go through.
But what the newspaper is saying is that when they do go through, that they get stones thrown at their cars and they get beaten up.
They're over-exaggerating. It's just a story, you know. That's all it is. They're over-exaggerated.
Why are they over-exaggerating?
So people buy the newspaper. Simple as that. No, it's true though. Yeah.
It's having articles like this in the local paper, what does it make people in Dewsbury feel like? What does it make them think about?
They get scared.
Why?
I think more different about Savilletown. You see it in the newspaper.
Oh no.
I think that's a violent area.
Savilletown is full of Asians.
Oh, you heard of that?
So is Thornhill. Parts of it is full of white people and full of Asians, probably. But West Down Sky, like both sides of my next neighbours are white, and we get along with them perfectly.
What does identity mean to you? The identity means to me what type of person you are, where you come from, what you believe in.
Who I am.
Maybe the colour of your skin.
What sex I am.
It could be what your job is.
Knowing where you've come from, who you belong to, what type of society you belong to, what religion you belong to, and how you live your life.
It's about me, it's about my value, it's about what I stand for, it's about the community, it's about everything.
Depends on it, what you're doing, who you're with, where you are.
I wouldn't think too much about that.
People might see that as a different culture.
I think people in my town see me as a kind of troublemaker.
Like if I'm with a gang, yeah, with my mates walking out, they'll think, oh, these lot, them trouble causers, they're not good lads and that, but it depends if I'm alone, they might not think I'm like that.
I think it's perception and just, you know, people's idea of that, oh, there's a group of young lads there, or a group of girls, or, you know, black, Asian or white, and they're causing mischief or causing trouble. And to be honest with you, they might not be doing anything at all. They're just there, you know, having a chat, getting together, and it might be their point of contact to get something together. So they say, no, we'll meet at so-and-so spot, and from there we'll go out to Temperance Bowling, cinema, or wherever it may be.
We're saying you're from Savilletown. What does it make you feel like, kind of seeing stuff like this about your community in the paper?
Bad.
Why?
Because it's about the thing.
It's not lying here. If someone says to me, where you from, and I say Savilletown, it's no good.
Why?
I think I'm racist. I'm not racist.
White people that want to buy a house in Savilletown, they won't buy it. Because they'll think all the people from Savilletown are racist for white people.
So why do you think your areas are different? So you were saying this wouldn't happen in West Town, this wouldn't happen. Why would it not happen in West Town? What's different about it?
Because West Town's a controlled area, you've got police officers there patrolling, you've got...
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's ravey, mum, we don't talk about ravey, but... Yeah.
What's more worse?
You don't get any racist problems in West Town or Scout Hill. It's just true, it's like that. Just is. Yep, that's just life.
So what makes people in West Town and Scout Hill get on compared to people in Thornhill and Summertown? What's the difference?
I don't know, when Thornhill come through Summertown, the strategy. They're doing it at bad times. Once they said the one, yeah, you were driving past you with me, Carson was like crossing road and they stuck a finger and they called us Packies. What does identity mean to you?
Well, identity means that, you know, well, my identity is I'm British, you see. I was born in this country, I'm a British citizen. And I respect this country, you know what I mean? Respect the British law also, and I respect the British people as well.
I think for me, what it means to belong to Dewsbury is, first and foremost, I think it's about born and bred in Dewsbury, and I've actually lived all my life here. I've been out of Dewsbury probably twice, well, actually 3 times, to where my parents come from. For me, my roots are Dewsbury, even though my mum, my dad, my nan, my grandparents are from Kashmir, which is a part of Pakistan that they've originated from. My dad came here in the 50s. As brothers, we were born and bred here, and we've lived here. And I think the roots from belonging to Dewsbury is about the roots where we belong to.
Have any of you ever been racist towards anybody else?
Probably mates I work for a joke. We have a laugh, you just call this Paki, you call him white, just like that.
And is that alright?
Yeah.
That's not racism?
No. If he's alright with it, I'm alright with it. It's not racism then.
Okay, so what makes the word racist then?
If you say it in an offensive way.
And if you mean
like what you mean by it, if you want to say, oh yeah.
Like if you call me a Paki, I won't take it offensive. That's like in a friendly way. Where if you call me one, he's dead.
Well, no, what happens to a community when people are racist towards each other and are offensive to each other?
They get into fights and stuff like that.
No, they don't, because it says in the year, attacks were racial, but community support leads to swift arrests. So the community sometimes might come together and do something about it. But that's some communities. Others, you know, might not do anything about it, or it's a kick off.
Our identity changes, like if I'm at home, yeah, I'll be like a different person than I'm outside. If I go to mosque, I'll be different like through I'm at home and outside. I'll be dressed different and everything. Depends like what I'm doing. When I'm with adults, I'll be different. If I'm with someone that causes trouble, I'll probably be different with them.
The most important identity for me is being a Muslim. That's because that's my religion and I follow it, and that's all my beliefs. That's how I live my life by.
Which it mean to me like you're born from British and you're still Asian, so British to Asian, that's the difference.
We live in a society and we live in a world, for whatever reason, it's sometimes difficult still to make people understand, you know, who we are, and until we don't do that, you know, it's going to be very, very hard. And for me, you know, the areas that you're referring to, you and I just have to keep on doing the work that we're doing, is educating, you know, working with both white people, with Asian people, doing, you know, projects together. Doesn't matter who you are, but at the end of the day, you're all one, and you've got to live together to be successful in life as well, and to get things done.